job. We went to the movies. You know the last time me and Walter Lee went to the movies together?
No.
Me neither. That's how long it been. But we went last night. Picture wasn't much good, but that didn't matter. We went and we held hands.
Oh, Lord.
We held hands, and you know what? When we come out the show, it was late and dark, and all the stores and things was all closed up, and it was kind of chilly. Wasn't many people on the street. And we were still holding hands, me and Walter.
Oh, you are killing me.
All right. Don't he look good in that suit, baby?
What kind of Negroes?
Old-fashioned.
You know, when these professional new Negroes have a convention, that is going to be the chairman of the Committee on Unending Agitation. Race, girl, I do believe you're the first person in the history of the entire human race to successfully brainwash your own self. Damn, even the NAACP takes a holiday sometimes. I could just see that chick someday looking down at some poor cat on the operating table, and just before she slices him, she'll say, "What did you say your views on civil rights were?"
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
How do you do, miss? I'm looking for Mrs. Lena Younger.
Yes, that's my mother. Excuse me. Mother! There's at the door. Come in, please.
Thank you.
My mother isn't here just now. Is it business?
Yes. Well, of a sort.
Have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
I'm Mrs. Younger's son. I look after most of business matters.
Well, my name is Carl Lindner.
Walter Younger.
How do you do?
My wife and my sister. What can we do for you, Mr. Lindner?
Well, I'm a representative of the Clyburn Park Improvement Association, and...
why don't you put your things on the couch?
Oh, yes. Thank you. As I was saying, I'm from the Clyburn Park Improvement Association, and we had it brought to our attention at the last meeting that you people, or at least your mother, has bought a piece of residential property at 406 Clyburn Street.
That's right. I care for something to drink. We'll get Mr. Lindner a beer.
Oh, no, really. I mean, thank you very much, but no thank you.
Some coffee?
Thank you, nothing at all. Well, I don't know how much you folks know about our organization. Well, it's one of these community organizations set up to look after, things like block upkeep and special projects. And we also have what we call our New Neighbors Orientation Committee.
Yes, and what do they do?
Well, it's what you might call a sort of welcoming committee, I guess. I mean, they, or we, Well, I'm the chairman. Go around and see the new people who move into the neighborhood and sort of give them the lowdown on the way we do things out in Clyburn Park. And we also have the category of what the association calls special community problems.
Yes, and what are some of those?
Girl, let the man talk.
Thank you. I would sort of like to explain this thing in my own way. I mean, I want to explain it to you in a certain way.
Go ahead.
Yes. Well, I'm going to try to get right to the point. I'm sure we'd all appreciate that in the long run.
Yes.
Be still.
To get right to the point.
Would you like another chair? You don't look comfortable.
No. Thank you very much. Please. Well, to get right to the point, I'm sure that you people must be aware of some of the incidents that have happened in various parts of the city when colored people move into certain areas. Well, because we have what I think is going to be a unique type of organization in American community life. I mean, not only do we deplore that kind of thing, but we're trying to do something about it. We feel that most of the trouble in this world, when you come right down to it, most of the trouble exists because people just don't sit down and talk to each other.
You can say that again, mister.
That we don't try hard enough in this world to understand the other fella's problem, the other guy's point of view.
Now, that's right.
Well, yes, that's the way we feel out in Clyburn Park. And that's why I was elected to come here this afternoon and see if we can't find some way to work this thing out. Anybody can see that you're a nice family of folks. Hardworking and honest, I'm sure. And, well, today, everybody knows what it means to be an outsider. And of course, there's always somebody who's out to take advantage of people who don't understand.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, our community is made up of people who've worked hard as the dickens for years to build up that little community. I mean, we're not rich and fancy people. We're just hardworking, honest people who don't really have much but those little homes and a dream of the kind of community we want to raise our children in. Well, I don't say that we're perfect, and there is a lot wrong in some of the things that we want. But you've got to admit that man, right or wrong, has the right to want to have the neighborhood he lives in a certain kind of way. And at the moment, the overwhelming majority of our people out there feel that people get along better, take more of a common interest in the life of the community when they share a common background. Well, I want you to believe me when I tell you race prejudice simply doesn't enter into it. It's a matter of the people of Clyburn Park believing, now rightly or wrongly, as I say, that for the happiness of all concerned, that our Negro families are happier when they live in their own communities.
This, friends, is the welcoming committee.
Is this what you came marching all the way over here to tell us?
Now, we've been having a fine conversation. I hope you'll hear me all the way through.
Go ahead, man.
Well, you see, in the face of all the things I've said, we're prepared to make your family a very generous offer.
30 pieces and not a coin less.
Yeah.
Our association is prepared, through the collective efforts of our people, to buy the house from you at a financial gain to your family.
Lord have mercy, ain't this the living gall?
You through?
And I want to give you the exact terms of the financial...
We don't want to hear no exact terms and no arrangement. I want to know if you got any more to tell about getting together.
Well, I don't suppose you feel like...
No, never mind how I feel. You got any more to say about how people ought to sit down and talk to each other? Get out of my house, man.
I don't understand why you people are reacting this way. I mean, what do you think you're going to gain by moving into a neighborhood where you aren't wanted and where some else... Well, people can get awful worked up when they feel their whole way of life and everything they ever worked for is threatened.
Get out.
I'm sorry it went like this.
Get out!
You just can't force people to change their hearts, son.
Well, is this all the packing got done since I left out of here this morning? I testify before God, my children got all the energy of the dead. What time the moving people do here?
4 o'clock. You had a caller, Mama.
Sure enough. Who?
The welcoming committee. Who? The welcoming committee. They said they sure gonna be glad to see you when you get there.
Yeah, they said they can't hardly wait to see your face.
What's the matter with you all?
Ain't nothing the matter with us. We just telling you about the gentleman who came to see you from the Clybourne Park Improvement Association.
What do you want?
To welcome you, honey.
He said if there's one thing that they don't have that they just dying to have out there, and that's a fine family, fine colored people.
Yeah, he left his card.
In case.
Father, give us strength. Did he threaten us?
Oh, Mama, they don't do it like that anymore. He taught brotherhood. He said everybody ought to learn how to sit down and hate each other with good Christian fellowship.
Lord, protect us.
You should hear all the money them folks raised to buy the house back. All we paid and then some.
Well, what they think we gonna do? Eat them?
No, honey. Marry them.
Oh, Lord, Lord.
Well, that's the way the crackers crumble. Joke? Oh, come on, I was trying.
Mama, what are you doing?
I'm fixing up my plant so it don't get hurt none on the way.
Mama, you taking that to the new house?
Mm-hmm.
That raggedy-looking old thing.
It expresses me.
So damn it,
You gonna make me mess up my thing here.
Mama, you know what it means to climb up in the chariot?
Go away from me now.
What's that old song say, Mama?
Walter, now.
I got wings, you got wings, all God's children got wings.
Boy, you better get out of my face and do some work.
When we get to heaven, gonna put on the wings, gonna fly all over God's heaven.
Everybody talking about heaven ain't going there.
I don't know. You think we ought to give her this? Seems to me she ain't been very cooperative around here.
What is it?
Well, what do you think? Should we give it to her?
Oh, she was pretty good today.
I'm pretty good, you.
Open it, Mama.
Yeah, open it, Mama, it's for you. Read the note. Ruth wrote the note.
To our own Mrs. Miniver, love from Brother, Ruth, and Benitha. Ain't that lovely? Thank you, son.
Daddy, can I give him mine now?
All right, son.
Now I don't have to use my knives and forks no more.
Travis didn't want to go in with the rest of us. He got his own. We don't know what it is.
Lord have mercy, baby. You done gone and brought your grandmother a hat?
Open it. Travis, honey, what is that?
It's a gardening hat. Like the ladies always have on in the magazines when they work in their garden.
Travis, we were trying to make Mama Mrs. Miniver, not Scarlett O'Hara.
What's the matter with you all? This here is a beautiful hat. I always wanted me one just like it.
Doggone, Mama!
I'm sorry, Mama, but you look like you ready to go out and chop some cotton. Sure enough.
Bless your heart, baby. This is the loveliest hat I ever owned.
What is that? Maybe they get what he gave.
Well, I don't know what we all standing around here for. We ain't finished packing yet. Benitha, you ain't packed one book.
Well, that couldn't be the movers. It's not hardly too good yet.
Wait. I'll give it.
You expecting company, son?
Yeah.
Well, let him in, son. Let him in.
We need more string.
Travis, run to the hardware and get me some string cord.
Why don't you answer the door, man?
Because sometimes it's hard to let the future begin. I got wings, you got wings, all God's children got wings. When I get to Hey, where Willie?
He ain't with me.
Come on in, man. Hey, you know my way.
Yes, how you, Miss Ruth?
Hello, Bobo.
Right on time today, man. Right on time. Way to go. Hey, come on, have a seat. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Have a seat.
Could I please get a drink of water before I tell you about it, Walter Lee?
Ain't nothing wrong, is it?
Let me tell you.
Man, did nothing go wrong.
Let me tell you, Walter Lee.
Yeah.
You know how it was. I got to tell you how it was. I mean, first, I got to tell you how it was all the way. I mean, about the money I put in, Walter Lee.
What about the money you put in?
Well, it wasn't much as we told you, me and Willie. I'm sorry, Walter. I got a bad feeling about it. I got a real bad feeling about it.
What you telling me all this for? Tell me what happened at Springfield.
Springfield.
What was supposed to happen in Springfield?
This deal that me and Walter went into with Willie. Me and Willie was gonna go down to Springfield and spread some money around so we wouldn't have to wait so long for the liquor license. I mean, everybody said that's the way you had to do. You understand, Miss Ruth?
Hey, man, what happened down there?
Well, I'm trying to tell you.
Damn it, man, tell me what happened down there.
Man, I didn't go to no Springfield yesterday.
Why not?
Because I didn't have no reasons to.
And what you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that when I got to the train station yesterday morning, 8 o'clock like we planned, man, Willie didn't ever show up.
Why? Where was he? Where is he?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I don't know. I waited 6 hours. I called his house and I waited 6 hours. I waited in that train station 6 hours. Man, Willie is gone.
What you mean Willie's gone? Gone where? You mean he went by himself? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Maybe he didn't want too many people in the business down there. Hey, you know Willie got his ways. Maybe you were late yesterday and he went on there by himself. Maybe he's calling you at home right now. Maybe he's sick. He's somewhere. He's gotta be somewhere. And we gotta find him, man. We gotta go out and find him.
What's the matter with you, Walter? When he can't take off with your money, he don't leave you no road maps.
No, Willie. No. Willie, don't do it, man. Please don't do it. Not with that money. No. No. Oh, God, don't let it be true. I can't. Man, I trusted you. Man, I put my life in your hands. Man, that money was made from my father's flesh.
I'm sorry, Walter. I had my life staked on this deal, too.
Son. Son, is it gone? Son, I gave you $6,500. Is it gone? All of it? Beneath money, too?
Mama, I ain't going to no bank.
You mean your sister's school money, Walter? You use that too, Walter?
All of it is all
God. I seen him night after night come in here and look at this rug and look at me. Dread showing in his eyes, the veins moving in his head. I seen him grow thin and old before he was 40, working and working and working like somebody's old horse, killing himself, and you give it all away in one day, Walter Lee. Walter. Oh, God. Look down here and show me the strength. Father! Strength! Strength!
A Raisin in the Sun will continue after this brief intermission. The presentation of American Playhouse is made possible by the nation's public television stations, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the National Endowment for the Arts, and by the Chubb Group of insurance companies, for over 100 years providing business and personal insurance worldwide through independent agents and brokers. Additional funding for A Raisin in the Sun was provided by the Ambassador International Cultural Foundation. This is PBS, the Public Broadcasting Service.
In the tradition of public television, Channel 6 presents In Person at the Sacramento Community Center Theater. Cry Freedom's Donald Woods, February 28th. Made possible in part by the Sacramento Bee. For tickets, call 449-5181.
Friday night, Viewpoint looks at Sacramento's air quality, the challenges of college reentry, and more on Viewpoint, your alternative source for information. Friday night at 9 on KVIE 6, Sacramento, Wheatland.
American Playhouse now returns with Act 3 of Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun.
I came over. I thought I might help with the packing. I like the look of packing crates. A household in preparation for a journey. Depresses some people, but for me, it is another feeling. Something full of the flow of life. Do you understand? Movement, progress. It makes me think of Africa.
Africa.
What kind of mood is this? Have I told you how deeply you move me?
He gave away the money, Asagai.
Who gave away what money?
The insurance money. My brother gave it away.
Gave it away?
Oh, he made an investment with a man even Travis wouldn't have trusted with his most worn-out marbles.
And it's gone?
Gone.
I'm very sorry. And you now?
Me. Me, I am nothing. Me. When I was very small, we used to take our sleds out in the wintertime. And the only hills we had were the ice-covered stone steps of some houses down the street. And we used to fill them in with snow and make them smooth and slide down them all day. And it was very dangerous, you know, far too steep. And sure enough, one day a kid named Rufus came down too fast and hit the sidewalk. And we saw his face just split open right there in front of us. And I remember standing there looking at his bloody open face thinking, well, that was the end of Rufus. But then the ambulance came. And they took him to the hospital and they fixed the broken bones and they sewed it all up. And the next time I saw Rufus, he had just a little line going down the middle of his face. I never got over that.
What?
That was what one human being could do for another. Fix him up. Sew up the problem, make him all right again. That was the most marvelous thing in the world, and I wanted to do that. I always thought it was the one concrete thing in the world that a human being could do. Fix up the sick, you know, and make them whole again. This was truly being God.
You wanted to be God.
I wanted to cure. It used to be so important to me. I wanted to cure. I used to care, about people and how their bodies hurt.
And you have stopped caring?
Yes, I think so.
Why?
Because it doesn't seem deep enough, close enough to what ails mankind. It was a child's way of seeing things, or an idealist.
Children see things very well sometimes. An idealist even better.
I know that's what you think, because you are still where I left off. You still care. You, with all your talk and dreams about Africa, you still think that you can patch up the world, cure the great sore of colonialism with the penicillin of independence.
Yes?
Independence, and then what? What about all the crooks and thieves and just plain idiots who will come into power to steal and plunder the same as before? Only now they will be black and do it in the name of the new independence. What about them?
That will be the problem for another time. First, we must get there.
And where does it end?
End? Whoever spoke of an end to life, to living?
And into misery, to stupidity. Don't you see there isn't any real progress, Asagai? There's only one large circle that we march in around and around, each of us, with our own little picture in front of us, our own little mirage that we think is the future.
That is the mistake.
What?
What you just said about the circle. Look, it isn't a circle. It is simply a long line as in geometry, you know, one that curves into infinity. And because we cannot see the end, we also cannot see how it changes. And it is very odd. For those who see the changes, who dream, who won't give up, are called idealists. And those who see only the circle, they call each other the realists.
Oh, Cigar, while I was sleeping in that bed in there, people went out and took the future right out of my hands, and nobody asked me. They just went out and changed my life.
Was it your money?
What?
Was it your money he gave away?
It belonged to all of us.
But did you earn it? Would you have had it at all if your father had not died?
No.
Then isn't there something wrong in a house, in a world where all dreams, good or bad, must depend on the death of a man? I never thought to see you like this, Alayo. Look, your brother made a mistake, and you are grateful to him so that now you can give up the ailing human race on account of it. You talk about what good is struggle. What good is anything? Where are we all going? And why are we bothering?
And you cannot answer it.
I live the answer. In my village at home, it is the exceptional man who can even read a newspaper or whoever sees a book at all. I will go home, and much of what I will have to say will seem strange to the people in my village, but I will teach and work, and things will happen slowly and swiftly. At times, it will seem that nothing changes at all. And then again, the sudden dramatic events which make history leap into the future. Then quiet again. Retrogression even, guns, murder, revolution. And I even will have moments when I wonder if the quiet was not better than all that death and hatred. But I will look about my village at the illiteracy, disease and ignorance, and I will not wander long. And perhaps I will be a great man. I mean, perhaps. I will hold on to the substance of truth, and perhaps for it, I will be butchered in my bed some night by the servants of empire.
The martyr.
Or perhaps I shall live to be a very old man, respected and esteemed in my new nation. And perhaps I shall hold office. And this is what I am trying to tell you, Alayo. Perhaps the things I believe now for my country will be wrong and outmoded. And I will not understand and do terrible things to have things my way or merely to keep my power. But don't you see? There will be young men and women, not British soldiers then, but my own black countrymen, to step out of the shadows some evening and slit my then useless throat. And don't you see? They have always been there, that they always will be. And that such a thing as my own death will be an advance. For they who might kill me even actually replenish all that I was.
I know all that.
Good. Then stop the moaning and groaning Tell me what you plan to do.
Do?
I have a bit of a suggestion.
What?
That when it is all over, that you come home with me.
Sir Guy, at this moment, you decide to be romantic.
My dear young creature of the new world, I do not mean across the city. I mean across the ocean. Home to Africa.
To Africa?
Yes. 300 years later, the African prince rose up out of the seas and swept the maiden back across the Middle Passage over which her ancestors had come.
To Nigeria?
Nigeria, home. I'll show you our mountains and our stars, and give you cool drinks from gods, and teach you the old songs and the ways of our people. And in time, we will pretend that you have only been away for a day. Say that you will come.
You're getting me all mixed up.
Why?
Too many things. Too much has happened today. I don't know what I feel about anything. I'm just gonna sit down and think.
All right. I shall leave you. No, don't get up. Just sit a while and think. Never be afraid to sit a while and think. How often I have looked at you and said, so this is what the new world had finally wrought.
Let's just look at what the new world hath wrought. Just look. There he is. Monsieur le Petit Bourgeois Noir himself. There he is. Symbol of a rising class, titan of the system. Did you dream of yachts on Lake Michigan, brother? Did you see yourself on that great day sitting down at the conference table, surrounded by all the mighty bald-headed men in America, all halted, waiting for your pronouncements on industry, waiting for you, chairman of the board?
Who was that?
Your husband.
Where did he go?
How should I know? Maybe he had an appointment at U.S. Steel.
You didn't say nothing bad to him, did you?
Bad? Say anything bad to him? No. I told him he was a sweet boy and full of dreams, and everything is strictly peachy keen, as your fake kids say.
Well, ain't it a mess in here, though? I guess we all better stop moping around and get some work done, all the unpacking and everything we got to do. Well, now you better call the moving people and tell them not to come.
Tell them not to come?
Of course, baby. Ain't no need them coming all the way here and having to go back. They charges for that, too.
No, Lena.
Lord, ever since I was a little girl, I always remember people saying, Lena Eggleston, you aims too high all the time. You needs to slow down and see life a little more like it is. That's what they always say. Lena Eggleston is a high-minded thing. She'll get her just due one day.
Lena, no. We gotta go.
Me and Big Walter just didn't ever learn right.
Benny, tell her, please. Please tell her that we can still move. The notes ain't but $125 a month. We got 4 grown people in this house. We can work.
Just aim too high all the time.
Lena, I'll work. I'll work 20 hours a day in all the kitchens in Chicago. I'll strap my baby on my back if I have to. And I'll scrub all the floors in America. I'll wash all the sheets in America if I have to. But we have got to move. We have got to get out of here.
I see things differently now. I've been thinking how we could fix this place up some. I seen a second-hand bureau over on Maxwell Street just the other day that'll fit right there. And we could put up them new curtains in the kitchen and some nice screens in your room round the baby's bassinet. Why, this place would be looking fine. Cheer us all up so we forget trouble ever come. Sometimes you just got to know when to give up some things and hold on to what you got. Where you been, son?
Made a call.
To who, son?
The man.
What man, baby?
The man, Mama. Don't you know who the man is?
Walter Lee?
The man. Like the guys in the street say, man, Captain, boss, Mr. Charlie. Old Captain, please, Mr. Boss Man.
Linda!
That's right. That's good. Told him to come right over.
For what? What do you want to see him for?
We gonna do business with him.
What you talking about, son?
I'm talking about life, Mama. You all always telling me to see life like it is. Well, I laid there on my back today, and I figured it out. Life just like it is. Who gets and who don't gets. Mama, you know, it's all divided up. Life is. Sure enough, between the takers and the tooken. And some of us always getting tooken. But people like Willie Harris, they don't ever get tooken. You know why the rest of us do? Because we all mixed up. We mixed up bad. We go around looking for the right and the wrong, and we worry about it and cry about it and stay up nights trying to figure out about the wrong and the right of things all the time. And all the time, them takers is out there operating and taking and taking. Willie Harris? Shoo! Willie Harris don't even count. He don't even count in the big scheme of things. But I'll say something for old Willie. He taught me something. To keep my eye on what does count in the world. Yeah, thanks, Willie.
What did you call that man for, Walter Lee?
I called him to come on over to the show. We're gonna put on a show for the man. Just what he wants to see. You see, Mama, the man came here today himself to tell us that them people out there where you want us to move, well, they so upset, they willing to pay us not to move. And Mama, oh, Mama, you would have been so proud of the way me and Ruth and Benny acted. We told him to get out. Lord have mercy, we told the man to get out. Oh, we was some proud folks this afternoon. We was full of that old time stuff.
Talking about taking them people's money to keep us from moving in that house.
I ain't talking about doing it, baby. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, God, where is the bottom? Where is the honest-to-God bottom so he cannot go any further?
Hey, where is the bottom? Where is the bottom? You and that boy that was here today, you all want everybody to carry a flag and a spear and to sing some marching songs, huh? You want to spend your life looking into things and trying to find out the wrong and the right thing part, huh? Hell, you know what's going to happen to that boy someday? He's gonna find himself sitting in a dungeon, locked up forever, and the takers is gonna have the key. Forget it, baby. There ain't no causes. There ain't nothing but taking in this world, and he who takes the most is the smartest, and it don't make a damn bit of difference how.
Making something inside me cry, son. Some awful pain inside me.
Oh, don't cry, Mama. Understand. That man is gonna walk in that door able to write a check for more money than we ever had. It's important to him, and I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna put on a show.
Son, I come from 5 generations of people who were slaves and sharecroppers. But ain't nobody in my family never took no money from nobody. That was a way of telling us we wasn't fit to walk the earth. We ain't never been that poor. We ain't never been that dead inside.
Well, we are dead now. All that talk about dreams and sunlight that goes on in this house, it's all dead now.
What's the matter with y'all? I didn't make this world. If it's given to me this way, hell yes, I want to have me some yacht someday. Yes, I want to hang some real pearls on my wife's neck. Ain't she supposed to have pearls? Somebody tell me. Tell me, who is it decide which woman's supposed to wear pearls in this world? I tell you, I'm a man, and I think my wife should wear some pearls in this world.
Son, how you gonna feel on the inside?
I'm gonna feel fine. I'm a man.
You won't have nothing left then, Rosalie.
I'm gonna feel fine. I'm gonna look that son of a bitch in the eye. I'm gonna say, that's your neighborhood out there. You got the right to have it like you want it. You got the right to keep it like you want it. Just write the check, and the house is yours. Yeah. And I'm gonna say, you people, hey, you just put the money in my hand, and you won't have to live next to this bunch of stinking niggas. And maybe I just get down on my knees and I say, hey, Captain Boss Man. Yes, sir, great white father. Hey, Jesse, you just give me some of that money for God's sake. Yeah, and you ain't gonna have to worry about us moving in your white neighborhood. I'm gonna feel fine. Fine.
That is not a man. That is nothing but a toothless rat.
Yes, death done come in this here house. Done come walking in my house on the lips of my children. You what's supposed to be my beginning again. You what's supposed to be my harvest. How did we get to this here place? You mourning your brother.
He's no brother of mine.
What did you say?
I said that individual in that room is no brother of mine.
That's what I thought you said. You feeling like you better than he is today, yeah? What's that you tell him a minute ago, that he wasn't no man, yeah? You done give him up for me? You done wrote his epitaph too, like the rest of the world? Who gives you that privilege?
Will you be on my side for once? You saw what he just did, Mama. You saw him down on his knees. Wasn't it you who always taught me to despise any man who would do that? Do what he's going to do?
Yes, I taught you that, me and your daddy. But I thought I taught you something else, too. I thought I taught you to love him.
Love him? There's nothing left to love.
there is always something left to love. And if you ain't learned that, you ain't learned nothing. Have you cried for that boy today? I don't mean for yourself and the family because we lost the money. I mean for him. What he's been through and what it's done to him. Child, when do you think is the time to love somebody the most? When they done good and made things easy for everybody? Well, that ain't the time at all. It's when he's at his lowest and can't believe in himself because the world done whipped him so. When you starts to measure somebody. Measure them right, child. Measure them right. Make sure you done taken into account what hills and valleys he done come through before he gets to wherever he is.
Grandmama, the moving minutes downstairs. The truck just pulled up.
Are they, baby? They downstairs?
Hello.
He's here.
Well, I was certainly glad to hear from you people. Life can really be so much simpler than people let it be most of the time. Well, now, with whom do I negotiate? You, Mrs. Younger, or your son? Just some official papers, Sonny.
Travis, you go downstairs.
No. Travis, you stay right here. And you make him understand what you're doing, Walter Lee. You teach him good, like Willie Harris taught you. You show him where our 5 generations done come to. Go ahead, son.
Mr. Linder, we called you because, well, me and my family, well, we are very plain people.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, I mean, I have worked as a chauffeur most of my life. My wife here does domestic work in people's kitchens. So does my mother. I mean, we are plain people.
Yes, I see,
my
Mr.
father, well, he was a laborer most of his life.
Yes,
and my
I
father
understand.
almost beat a man to death once because this man called him a bad name or something. You know what I mean?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I'm saying is that we come from people who had a lot of pride. I mean, we are very proud people. And my sister there is going to be a doctor. And we are very proud.
Well, I'm sure that's very nice.
And what I'm telling you is that we called you over here to tell you that we are very proud and Travis, come here. This is my son. And he makes the 6th generation of our family in this country. And we have all thought about your offer.
Well, good, good.
And we have decided to move inside our house. Because my father earned it for us. Brick by brick. We don't want to make no trouble for nobody or fight no causes. We're going to try to be good neighbors. That's all we have to say about that. We don't want your money.
I take it then you've decided to occupy.
That's what the man said.
Then I would like to appeal to you, Mrs. Younger. You're older and wiser and understand things better, I'm sure.
I'm afraid you don't understand. My son say we was moving and there ain't nothing left for me to say. You know how young people is nowadays, mister. Can't do a thing with them.
But
goodbye.
Well, if you're that final about it, there's nothing left for me to say. I sure hope you people know what you're getting into.
Well, for God's sake, if the moving men are here, let's get the hell out of here.
The truth. Look at all this here mess. Ruth, you put Travis's good jacket on him. Walter Lee, fix your tie and tuck your shirt in. Look like somebody's hoodlum. Lord of mercy. What'd I do with my plan? Y'all start on down now. Travis, baby, don't go empty-handed. Ruth, what did I do with that box with my skillets? I'm gonna make us the biggest dinner we ever had tonight.
Mama!
Benita, what's the matter with them stockings, child? Pull them things up.
Mama, Asagai asked me to marry him today and go to Africa.
He did? You ain't old enough to marry nobody. Darling, please. Ain't no bale of cotton. Handle it so I can sit in it again. I had that chair for 25 years.
To go to Africa, Mama. Be a doctor in Africa.
Yes, baby.
Africa? What do you want you to go to Africa for?
To practice there.
Girl, if you don't get all them silly ideas out your head, you better marry yourself a man with some loot.
What have you got to do with who I marry?
Plenty. Now, I think George Murchison...
George Murchison! I wouldn't marry George Murchison if he was Adam and I was Eve.
Yeah, they something all right, my children.
Yeah, they something. Let's go, Lena.
All right, honey. Ruth, he finally come to manhood today, didn't he? Kind of like a rainbow after the rain.
Yes, Lena.
Yo, come on now. These people charge us about an hour.
You going down, honey. I'll be down directly.
Next week, American Playhouse moves to its permanent time, Wednesday nights at 9.